Hello, SpongeX here with the final episode of Garry's Mod Maps. At least final episode for now, because I'm going to go through the rest of the levels I have available, and there aren't a whole lot left. And I just want to get this out of the way. I am not going to be featuring any levels from Team Fortress 2, or basically from any of the other games, because Garry's Mod can connect with other games, like Counter-Strike, Portal. But chances are, when you play through most of these levels, especially the ones that were basically a single-player game, it'll limit a lot of the stuff you can do as Garry's Mod, and so it'll just force you to play as, like, your player model, but insert it into the regular game with, like, the unskippable cutscenes and all that. So that would take way too long for me to go through every single level in practically every single game that is Valve-based, and Team Fortress 2, it's like I technically could do that, and trust me, I tried, but I gave up on it because honestly, the levels in Team Fortress 2, it's like, while they might serve their purpose for its game, they're honestly not very fun to explore. I'm here to have like a single player experience, and the maps in Team Fortress 2 are just basic war maps with like almost like the same visuals throughout, just a bunch of, boxes and gritty looking textures, so it's not very fun to go through. Trust me, I tried, and plus, there's like over 100 Team Fortress 2 levels, so that we would be here all day. So, yeah, I'm not doing that, sorry. So let's see. First, we have Als Penthouse, based on Toy Story 2. And we're playing as Banjo, as he appeared in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. So this looks like a recreation of the level from Toy Story 2. Luckily, it's a recreation, because, yeah, that game's visuals have aged badly, so, yeah. Usually, I frown upon when they don't take the original models or maps, but this is one where, yeah, I completely understand why they remade it from scratch. But, yeah, considering how I played through the N64 version of the game, like, a few months back, yeah, this is pretty accurate. Something cool about video games where they make levels where you're like the size of a toy or something. There's just some kind of cool charm about that. Okay, I'll admit that's not accurate. Mario Kart 8 didn't even exist when this, or the Wii, that didn't even exist when Toy Story 2 was first released. Movie and game-wise. Apparently Al's also a Mario fan, I guess. Is this a modern day Al, I guess? Because, yeah, this stuff wasn't all there back then, but I guess this is how he lives nowadays. He's somehow self-aware of the Toy Story as a franchise, though, or I don't know, but... So the playroom is not part of this. That sucks. I'm not sure if it's a separate level, though, but if so, that'd be cool. And we got a bunch of fish that look like Dory and Nemo. Huh. Was that intentional? Was that intentional? Were they trying to fit in a Pixar reference here? Or... Let's see, what's this? Okay. Overall, yeah, decent level. I don't hate it. I kind of wish it was the full level, though, but it's still pretty cool. And what's this? Toy Story on DVD? Or... Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of Toy Story 2 base levels. Up next is Als Toy Barn, but with a Christmas theme. I think there's a regular Als Toy Barn level as well, but so this is a reskin to give it a Christmas theme. Als Toy Barn, that was kind of a fun idea for a level from Toy Story 2. Like, as I said in my review, I loved Toy Story 2 as a kid, but video game-wise, but I feel like, as an adult, I thought the game has heavily aged badly. Like, there are some people who praise it as, like, the best, like, licensed video game ever, and nah, I honestly don't agree with that. I honestly think Battle for Bikini Bottom holds up a lot better. I mean, and that is still a flawed game. Even the remake was flawed, but I can still say, let me tell you, all licensed games are flawed. Not any single one of them is perfect, but I think, like, out of all the flaws, though, I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is the most fun one to still revisit. Well, I like how you can actually collect the coins in this. That's kind of unexpected. Those are some flat balls. Oh, I almost... From a distance, I thought that said bat shit. Ball shot. Okay. I thought that was a T. I thought the gun was a T, so I thought it said bat shit. It's like, what? Ah. I was aiming for the bullseye and I didn't even hit it. That's kind of brutal. A brain sawing its own brain in half, or... I don't remember there being a Barbie section. In the movie, yes, but not in the video game. That's not creepy. Oh, cool, it works. Wasn't this aisle a lot bigger in the movie? Oh wow, they mixed it in with the... Yeah, there were like 2 separate levels for Als Toy Barn. There was like one that was dedicated to the Buzz Lightyear section, and they didn't fully recreate it in this level, but at least they partially recreated it. Here you go. I really feel like that level was meant to be Pizza Planet, but then the designers remembered, oh yeah, Pizza Planet wasn't in the movie, so they had to try improvising, and so they said, okay, let's just make a separate level for Als Toy Barn and have that be the Buzz Lightyear themed or space themed area. And it's like, yeah, this just reeks of Pizza Planet, the way it's designed. It doesn't feel like something you'd see in a toy store necessarily. Okay, and yeah, this is a pretty decent level. I like it. Up next is Casino. Well, man, a lot of they put a lot of attention to the out of bounds areas. Not a bad level, but definitely easy to get lost in. Up next is Dolls. So, I remember this was a really fun level back then. It was basically where you're, like, the size of a toy and you're trapped in, like, a girl's room. So you have, like, this giant dollhouse, and I remember it was kind of a funny level. Hopefully this is one where the textures work, because I know over the years people have, like, re-released it and the textures didn't work or something, so... So far, this looks like this might have been a faithful recreation. Hostage in a box. I think this was one of the first levels I ever played in Garry's Mod to make you feel like the size of a toy, and I thought back then it was really effective. I remember that. I remember the big Finding Nemo poster. For some reason, this girl has a picture of Mr. Burns. Excellent. What the hell? That's creepy. The dolls look too realistic. I like how all of the books are just the tale of something. Let's see, Hello Kitty ballerina bed. I remember the Dollhouse. Let's see, My Little Pony. Let's see, before I go in there, let's see what else we can find. What's it? Oh, picture of a goat dressed as a unicorn, I guess. More My Little Pony. Puss in Boots. Otherwise, yeah, I'm glad to see that this level still holds up, because there are so many levels where I loved them back then, I revisit them and point out how badly they've aged, and this is one where, no, I can't really find anything to complain about. This is still as fun as I remember, luckily. Up next is Adventures, based on Ed, Edd n Eddy. So I'm not sure if this is ripped straight from the Misadventures video game. I honestly never played it. I did watch the show back then, though. I wouldn't say I loved it, though. Like, I know a lot of people growing up loved the show. I thought it was okay, if anything, but I wasn't, like, a massive fan of it. Honestly, the show annoyed me a lot of times. There are good episodes. I can't deny that. Like, but I don't know. I thought, I almost, like, hated every single character on the show. I thought all of them were very unlikable. The show was very mean-spirited at times, but I won't deny, though, it did make me laugh a few times. Especially characters like Ed. So here we have the cul-de-sac, Peach Creek. I'm guessing you can't go inside any of the houses. Think, they lived in such a big neighborhood, and we never saw anyone else. I know that was the charm of the show, though. It's like, just a show totally through the perspective of the kids, like when their parents are away, but... I'm guessing this might be a model rip from the Misadventures, because it definitely kind of resembles like the screenshots or brief video clips I've seen of the game before. But... let's see, does this have actual physics? I doubt it, but... oh, it does, okay. Let's see, does this have physics? Nope. Unless, only physics gun will work with it. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Too afraid to go in here. I know who lives here. Okay. Huh. Oh. Such a blank open area. Let's see, what else is there to this level? Guessing there's not much else to this level, just more houses. Figures you can't go inside the candy store. Oh wow, they even have the school? I was not expecting that. Okay, and I think that's all there is to see. And overall, it's a decent level. Not much going on, not much to interact with, but it's still a nice recreation of the world from the show. Let's see, up next is Kirby City, based on the city trial mode from Kirby Air Ride. Best part about that game? Not sure how interactive this will be. Like, I doubt we'll find any, like, animated props or anything, but that would be really cool. Now, I don't think I'm going to be running this thing on foot, because we all know how big this world is, and it would take forever for me to explore it entirely on foot, so I'll probably have to use no clip mode again to fly through. We're playing as Carmelita Fox. Oh, wow! I was not expecting that. No pop-ups, though, but, oh, man. Huh. Otherwise, I can definitely see this being a fun level still, like, it definitely doesn't have the charm of the original game where you gotta, basically, you know, smash things and collect items to power yourself up. You can't do that, but, I don't think... Unfortunately, this is not an actual recreation of it, though. Like, without a doubt, these are the actual textures from the game. But this is definitely not the... This, in fact, I think, yeah, this is way too tiny. So it's a nice tribute to the level, but darn it, I was hoping it would have been the actual thing. I wish it had, like, all the actual districts, and unfortunately, no. It's a nice little museum, though. You got, like, all the props of all the vehicles. It would have been cooler if you could have rode them, though, but I can understand that would have been too hard to pull off with just a map add-on. You would have had to make, like, a series of add-ons just to make something like that slightly work, and chances are it probably wouldn't have. But the way Garry's mod is, like, Garry's mod apparently is not an easy game to mod for, so... yeah. Otherwise, yeah, this is a decent level. It definitely was a little underwhelming, but I can't hate it. It's still kind of cool. Up next is Nintendo DS. Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that, but... So, yeah, the level's a giant DS, and it looks like Nintendogs is on it. But, okay, I was not expecting this. Like, yeah, if it was just a level of a DS, that would have got old real fast, but... I think I was not expecting there to actually be, like, DS models, like, on the side, and... or platforms made of actual DS games. Here we got Rover from Animal Crossing. And then, the whole level backdrop looks like a giant Mario Kart racetrack, and I know that's what this is inspired by. It's based on one of the multiplayer maps that actually was a giant DS, and props to them for actually realizing that, yeah, if they just poured that into a level, it wouldn't have been enough. I mean, it works for a kart racing game, but for Garry's mod, where there's more to do, yeah, it would have been too simple. And oh, there's even another DS, and it's got Animal Crossing, and let's see, a TV with the Nintendogs, where okay, that's a little bit false. The cats weren't in Nintendogs, they were only in the 3DS one. Nintendogs plus cats, but I'll let it slide. Oh, we got the cute little... I know how every time I play a game I like to randomly shoot things, but no, I cannot shoot that. Too precious. I can shoot that, though. I'm guessing that was King Boo's model from Super Mario 64 DS, but... This is an impressive level. It's a really nice tribute. And let me see. Oh, please tell me you can actually go down here. Nope. It'll kill you. Oh, poor Donald. Okay, that's kind of a bummer. It looked like you could have went down there, but right when you reach the bottom, it kills you. So, even if you slowly ascend down there. But, oh, I can't be mad at it, though. This is still an amazing level. Definitely much better than just being a giant floating DS like I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm very impressed. Nice. Up next is Olive Garden, because when you're here, you're family. I've honestly never been to an Olive Garden. I've heard of it, though, and I know it's like an Italian restaurant. Or that's what they serve, Italian-style food. So, I was able to judge, like, previous levels, like how there was one of McDonald's, and I was able to say how accurate it was. Like, yeah, this really does look like an actual restaurant. Like, here, I don't know. Like, I'm not... Like, to be fair, I've never been to an Olive Garden, but all I can say is this feels like a very basic map, so... If this is indeed how an Olive Garden looks like, it's like, not the best, honestly. Yeah, so I'm saying the inside of a McDonald's looks better. I mean, yeah, obviously this has more seating, and this is probably trying to look a little more old-fashioned, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of boring, though. It doesn't make for a great level. You're better off going like the McDonald's or Best Buy levels. Those are actually a lot more fun. Up next is Rugport from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Oh, wow. They have, like, music and... It's a remix, too. Even the characters are flat. Unfortunately, they're not animated. Funny thing about the boo with the cat ears, I learned that in the Japanese version, it actually had Playboy bunny ears. And so for the American version, they censored it by giving her cat ears. Kinda funny. Yeah, I did a playthrough of this game a few months ago, and I hate to say it, though, because I loved the game as a kid, but... Well, I still have nostalgic memories from the game. I honestly don't think the game aged very well. I think the game is just too much of a grind. It's too much of a chore to get through. So it was just too exhausting for me. Honestly, I'm more of a fan of the original Paper Mario now. Back then, I think I liked the sequel a lot better, but nowadays, I honestly love the original Paper Mario so much better. I feel like Thousand Year Door is just too frustrating and repetitive. I wouldn't call it a bad game, though, just a flawed game, though. Like, it had a lot of fun ideas, and I feel like it was a game that was fun to go through the first time, but, aww, why'd they hang a Yoshi? That's not nice. Well, at least they hung him by the nose. So I can't tell if this is an actual map rip. Like, I can imagine they definitely had to do some modifications, though, but... I think these are actual textures from the game, though, but I can't tell if they actually ripped, like, the model, but if they did, they might have had to stretch it out a bit. Like, let me see. Let me try getting a camera angle that looks like... Yeah, I don't know. This looks a little too big to be Paper Mario, possibly. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're playing with a game as a completely different perspective. But, otherwise, the fact that you can play through the world of Paper Mario in a first-person angle is kind of cool. Obviously, I'm not playing in first person, but by default, this game is a first-person shooter. But I got the third-person mod activated, so... There's Coop's shell. Random Mario Kart cameo? Or reference, I don't know. Here's our best girl, Goombella! Dr. Frank, or whatever his name was. Let's see. What happens if you clip through here? Nothing. Let's see. You got the alley with the shady Shy Guy. Or Bandit. I mean, not Shy Guy, Bandit. Bobbery. Okay, not bad. Up next is The Simpsons. Based on, well, you know. So let's see how this... Honestly, this looks very basic. I don't... If this is indeed the model from Simpsons Hit and Run, then, oh god, this is not aged well. I think this... Yeah, this is definitely custom made. The edges look way too sharp. This level might have looked cool back then, but I can say it's badly aged. This is not a good recreation of the Simpsons house. I mean, they got, like, the location and coloring right, but the textures and shapes of everything just looks way too simple. I mean, look at this. There's, like, nothing down here. Froggy! Froggy? Who could forget the memories of here when Bart whacked Homer with a chair while he was in the bathtub? So, yeah, I can definitely say this level has aged really badly. Like, the visuals look awful. And, wow. It doesn't even let you cross the street. So, like, these parts are not supposed to be explorable, I guess. Is that all this level is? Just the house? Does it not let you go into anything else? Wow, this is incredibly underwhelming. Yikes. I was thinking there would have been more to... It's just the Simpsons house. That's it. I thought it would have let you explore more of the town, but nope. I'd even say the South Park level was better. Up next is Ski Resort. I remember seeing that picture. Reality sucks. And here, I seriously... Shitting corner. And here, I almost thought, like, what's the point in going into the bathroom? It's just going to be too safely made. And, no, they hid a lot of funny stuff in there. Radiation warning. Ah. Notice there's a bunch of fake movie posters around. I knocked over the computer, but its screen is still floating. That's weird. Ah, for a level called Ski Resort, it doesn't let you go skiing down a big slope? Otherwise, the resort itself was okay, and there were a lot of funny Easter eggs hidden around. So, yeah, I can't... It is kind of disappointing that for a ski resort, you can't even go skiing, but I wanted to get out a Sonic Riders board to go down it, but... Up next is The Matrix. Wow. Whoa. Okay, and I think that was it. And yeah, it was an interesting recreation of some of the set pieces from The Matrix. But up next is Walmart. Uh-oh. This level doesn't look good. The lighting just looks terrible. Is this supposed to be the inside of a Walmart? This, what kind of Walmart is this? Walmart usually looks cleaner than this. Oh god, some of the textures aren't working. What is... Did the person who make this map ever actually go to a Walmart? I mean, there's so many other levels where, like, they recreate a place in real life and make it into a level. You can tell they did their research. They actually went around and took pictures to try to recreate the actual setting. This, it looks like they did not. Let me guess, you can't even go outside the building. That would be false advertisement, because the actual thumbnail for this actually shows the outside of a Walmart. And, okay, yeah, this is a really bad level. I would not recommend it. So disappointing. I mean, the Best Buy level was kind of fun, but speaking of fun, hopefully this doesn't disappoint. We got Water World. An indoor water park as far as I know. This is kind of a boring amusement park. I mean, let's see. We got a lazy river. Just one water slide. A little pool. Not much else. Well, let's see. Is this a wave pool? Can you actually start waves? If so, that'd be amazing. Oh, dang, that was a phone. What? Okay, I'll admit this is kind of different. Why is there a cage? Is this supposed to be a shark feeding cage or something? What the hell? Yeah, we got little water slides. Ah, not much friction. Let's see, I'm gonna go down the big water slide in style. Let's see. It's probably not gonna work right, but I'm doing it anyways. But, yeah, I knew that was a disaster. Ah! Okay, that one actually has some friction to it, but... Okay, let's try it again, but this time without the board. Wait, isn't this fun? Not. Darn it, I really wanted to like this level. I thought the idea of a water park level sounded like fun, but this is pretty boring, to be honest. Up next is Yoshi's Island from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Well, it looks like you used some of the textures and even the music. This is definitely not a royal recreation of it. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, the warp pipes look bad. I mean, come on, isn't there a single area in this game that's meant to resemble the actual stage from Smash Bros? Let's see, I think I might have... Nope. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad level, but a part of me kind of wishes it was just a recreation of the actual stage from Smash Brothers. Instead of just like recycling all the assets from it to make a new level. Okay, we got two Paper Mario based levels. I'm only going to go to one of them though, because they're both basically the same thing. We got Paper Mario House and Paper Mario House Nighttime. So let's go to the daytime version. So this is based on, of course, Mario's house from the original Paper Mario opening. Wow, this looks bigger than it did on the outside. Okay, small level. Otherwise, yeah, decent recreation. It's definitely it's definitely Paper Mario's house. So we got two levels left. First is Abandoned Mall. So I'm not sure if there was a previous level called Life Center, and that was kind of like a giant mall. So I wonder if this will be about the same or possibly even better. Fruit Loops and Cocoa Puffs. Otherwise, yeah, this is definitely giving me mall vibes. It's definitely got the shape of a mall. It's definitely got stores you'd find in a mall. Or at least ones you could have found in a mall back then. I didn't know Apple's had their own stores. Physically. I know they did, like, digitally, but... This might be a level I'll take forever to get through, but... Oh wow, another Best Buy. I thought we already had a separate level for this, except this one obviously won't have any inventory. So by comparison, I'd say the other Best Buy level was a lot better. Nothing but shit games at a GameStop, figures. Arby's, they have the meats. I guess they don't. Wow, surprisingly, this has more inventory than any of the other stores. I guess they weren't able to sell everything before. I'm not sure why this mall's abandoned. Either it got foreclosed due to like bankruptcy, or maybe zombie apocalypse. I have no idea, but this would definitely make for a zombie map, that's for sure. Once again, another movie theater. Some malls definitely have movie theaters. Not a whole lot nowadays. I'll say the movie theater is actually the weakest part of this level. Like, I can at least, you know, I can see the other places that, yeah, these definitely look like abandoned stores, but the movie theater, that did not look well made. That looked pretty cheap, to be honest, but I don't think there's any reason for me to have to explore, like, the parking lots or anything, but... Wow, just so... Yep, this is definitely a zombie apocalypse, I guess, judging by that blood stain. But really, just a simple bookstore. You think they would have had a Barnes & Noble instead, but... Let's see, a food court. White Castle, Burger King, Taco Bell, Subway. I have no idea. Wow, McDonald's, I guess? I'm not used to seeing McDonald's in malls, to be honest, but... I've at least seen some of those other restaurants in malls, but I've never seen a McDonald's. I've only seen, like, a Burger King at a mall, like, once in my life, but... Can't remember where, though. Maybe it was St. Louis or something. I can't remember, but... Okay, let's see. Is there anything else to this level, then? I think I might have seen everything there is to see. Yeah, overall, yeah, this is a surprisingly big level, but as you'd expect from a level called Abandoned Mall, it is really abandoned. There's not a whole lot to see or do, but I could still see that making for a fun, big multiplayer map. Okay, and finally, we have a level called You Are a Virus. So, I remember this was kind of an interesting level. It's where you're inside of a human body. So it makes you feel tiny, and for the most part, it's kind of cool. Gross, of course, but cool. But I remember there's like an end goal to this level, and oh my god, it's disgusting. I might have to censor it. But, so you start off in the mouth. Oh god, I've seen enough disturbing pictures on the internet to know that someone would draw a picture of Crystal being eaten alive. Or, stupid 4. Wow. Yikes. But yeah, like, I gotta admit, this is a really creative level. It's a maze where you're inside a human body. Yeah, so they got, like, all the things, like the blood vessels, the tubes, the tunnels, the red blood cells, the white blood cells. Can't remember how you get out of here, but I remember there was a way to get out of here, and the results are really disturbing, but let me see. Okay, so now we're inside of a toilet. And that's not the worst part. You look up and, oh god, you realize you got shat out by an anus. Oh my god. It's like, why? Why? Why they have to end it like that? Ugh. So gross. And then if I recall, if you go all the way down, it takes you back to the top or something. So, yeah. Does it imply that the guy eventually ate his own... The guy or girl, whatever, ate their own shit or something, and... So you're a virus back inside, but now you're up at the top. But okay, so overall this is an interesting level, but that ending is disgusting. And with that said, that is all I have to show. I have no more maps from Garry's Mod to show. So for those who were patient enough to sit through this entire series, thank you so much. And so, I'm not sure what game I'm going to try next, but yeah, it took me quite a while. I've been playing Garry's Mod for so many days now. I just thought it would be fun to finally make a video where someone breaks down, like, a lot of the levels and things you can do in Garry's Mod, and it was fun to revisit this game. Like, I can definitely say Garry's Mod has kind of shown its age over these years. Back then, I thought it was like an amazing game that couldn't be touched, and... Nowadays, I can see that, yes, video games have come so far that they kind of outweigh the things that are possible in Garry's Mod. Garry's Mod is still a fun game, though. It is fun to go around with all these maps and crazy playable characters or mess around with ragdolls and all that. It is fun, but the mechanics have definitely aged, and it would be nice to see a more updated version of this game with more modern graphics, better models, and better textures, better physics, but... I still think it was a great game for its time, and I still have fun revisiting it, as dated as it is. Well, that's all I have to show for now, so thank you for watching. See you next time, and have a great day.